White House threatens The View after Joy Behar calls Trump jealous of Obama. The White House has taken a strong stance against Joy Behar following her remarks on ABC's The View, where she suggested that Donald Trump's criticisms of former President Barack Obama stem from jealousy. Behar also pointed out Trump's involvement in the January 6, 2021, Capitol attack, raising questions about his motivations. During a discussion on Wednesday, Behar and her co-hosts examined Obama's reaction to Trump's assertion that he had committed treason. The Trump administration has alleged that Obama and his associates manipulated intelligence reports to create the impression that Russia was attempting to assist Trump in winning the 2016 election. In response, a spokesperson for Obama dismissed these claims as bizarre and a feeble attempt at distraction. On The View, Behar provocatively asked, "First of all, who tried to overthrow the government on January 6? Who was that again?" She further elaborated, stating, "Trump is incredibly envious of Obama because Obama embodies qualities he lacks. He is fit, intelligent, attractive, happily married, and can perform Al Green's 'Let's Stay Together' better than Al Green himself." In a sharp rebuttal, White House spokesperson Taylor Rogers labeled Behar as an irrelevant loser suffering from what he termed Trump Derangement Syndrome. He noted that it was unsurprising that The View's ratings had plummeted to an all-time low last year, suggesting that Behar should reflect on her own jealousy of Trump's significant popularity before her show faces cancellation. Entertainment Weekly was the first to report on this response from the White House. Trump has also expressed satisfaction with CBS's decision to cancel The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, another critic of his. He predicted that ABC's Jimmy Kimmel would be the next to fall in the so-called untalented late-night sweepstakes, followed by Jimmy Fallon. Trump criticized these hosts, claiming they lack talent and have been compensated millions for ruining what was once great television. He expressed pleasure at their departures, suggesting he played a role in their downfall. Simultaneously, the White House underscored Trump's assertions regarding the 2016 election. Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, who has accused Obama's team of orchestrating a prolonged coup to undermine Trump's presidency, spoke at a White House press briefing about newly released documents. These documents included a 2017 report from the GOP House Intelligence Committee regarding Russian interference, which cast doubt on the intelligence suggesting that Russian President Vladimir Putin favored Trump in the election. However, a bipartisan report from the Senate Intelligence Committee in 2020 confirmed that Russia did interfere in the election and detailed interactions between Trump campaign officials and Russian operatives. Obama's spokesperson stated that nothing in the recent document undermines the widely accepted conclusion that Russia sought to influence the 2016 presidential election, although it did not successfully alter any votes. On The View, other co-hosts suggested that Trump's fixation on Obama and his call for a Justice Department investigation were tactics to divert attention from the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. Alyssa Farah Griffin, who served as Trump's director of strategic communications during his first term, remarked, "I witnessed the intelligence we had. I was present with Mike Pence when he confronted Vladimir Putin in Singapore, stating, 'We know what you attempted in our elections, do not do it again.'" The consensus among those in the first term, including the Director of National Intelligence, was that Russia did indeed attempt to meddle in our elections. White House threatens to pull The View off air after Joy Behar's Trump comments. The White House has taken a bold stance against Joy Behar, co-host of the popular daytime talk show The View, suggesting that the program could soon face cancellation. This unexpected statement came after the White House appeared to be monitoring the show live on Wednesday, responding to Behar's comments regarding former President Donald Trump's apparent jealousy of Barack Obama. Just days prior, CBS had announced that The Late Show would be concluding its run, following host Stephen Colbert's controversial remarks about a $16 million settlement between Paramount, the show's parent company, and Trump, which he described as akin to a bribe. This settlement is part of a larger context where Paramount is awaiting approval from Trump's FCC for a significant merger with Skydance Media. In the statement sent to EW.com, the White House reacted to Behar's segment where she discussed Trump's envy of Obama, particularly in light of a fabricated AI-generated video that Trump circulated, depicting Obama being arrested in the Oval Office for alleged sedition. Behar opened her commentary by referencing the January 6 insurrection, questioning who attempted to overthrow the government. She pointedly noted that it was not Obama. She elaborated on Trump's jealousy, stating, "He is envious of Obama because Obama embodies qualities he lacks: intelligence, charm, and a happy marriage." This jealousy is clearly consuming him, and it's not a good look. In a rather scathing official response, the White House labeled Behar as an irrelevant loser suffering from what they termed Trump Derangement Syndrome. This statement, issued by Taylor Rogers, an assistant press secretary, also claimed that The View had experienced its lowest ratings ever last year. However, contrary to this assertion, the show has actually seen a 5% increase in viewership compared to the previous year, marking its most successful summer in 4 years. The White House concluded its statement by suggesting that Behar should reflect on her own feelings of jealousy towards Trump's significant popularity before her show potentially faces cancellation. Notably, The View has chosen not to comment on this contentious statement from the White House. After Behar's remarks, her co-host Sunny Hostin chimed in, asserting that Trump is still preoccupied with Obama, even mentioning Michelle Obama and their daughter Malia's Harvard graduation, emphasizing that Obama possesses a confidence that Trump will never achieve. This situation raises intriguing questions about the intersection of politics and media. How far should public figures go in their criticisms of one another? And what does this say about the current state of political discourse in America? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Trump threatens to pull The View off the air after hosts criticize him. In a bold statement that has stirred up quite a bit of conversation, President Donald Trump hinted that ABC's popular daytime talk show, The View, might be the next program to face cancellation. This remark came on the heels of co-host Joy Behar's assertion that Trump harbors jealousy towards former President Barack Obama. In a response shared with Entertainment Weekly, Trump suggested that The View could soon be pulled off the air. This comment was relayed by White House spokesperson Taylor Rogers, who did not hold back in her criticism of Behar, labeling her as an irrelevant loser suffering from what she termed Trump Derangement Syndrome. Rogers further claimed that the ratings for The View have plummeted to their lowest levels in recent years, implying that the show's future is precarious. Rogers went on to advise Behar to take a moment for self-reflection regarding her own feelings of jealousy towards Trump's significant popularity, warning that her show might be next in line for cancellation. The controversy erupted following Behar's remarks during a recent episode of The View, where she expressed her thoughts on Trump's recent attacks against Obama. Trump had accused Obama of committing treason for initiating an investigation into Russia's alleged interference in the 2016 presidential election. Behar pointedly remarked, "First of all, who tried to overthrow the government on January 6? That was not Obama," referencing the riots that occurred on January 6, 2021, which were largely instigated by Trump's supporters. She continued, elaborating on her view of Trump's feelings towards Obama. "The thing about him is he's so jealous of Obama, because Obama is everything that he is not: trim, smart, handsome, happily married, and can sing Al Green's song 'Let's Stay Together' better than Al Green. And Trump cannot stand it. It's driving him crazy." This situation raises eyebrows, especially considering the backdrop of speculation that Trump may have influenced the cancellation of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert due to Colbert's frequent criticisms of him. Recently, CBS's parent company, Paramount, settled a $16 million lawsuit with Trump, which Colbert humorously referred to as a big fat bribe, given that the company is currently seeking FCC approval for a merger with Skydance. On a recent episode of The Late Show, Colbert announced that after a decade on air, the show would conclude in May 2026, a decision CBS attributed to financial reasons. Colbert revealed that he learned about the cancellation just the night before. Despite this news, Colbert has not shied away from expressing his disdain for Trump, famously telling the president to "go FK yourself" after Trump celebrated the end of the late-night show. This entire saga raises important questions about the intersection of media, politics, and public opinion. Are we witnessing a trend where political figures attempt to influence or silence media outlets that criticize them? What do you think about the potential cancellation of shows like The View and The Late Show? Do you believe that such actions are a threat to free speech, or are they justified responses to perceived bias? Share your thoughts in the comments.